fourth meal.
Order number 47. Number 47, your order's ready.
HeadlinerMusicClub.com.
Yo.
Fourth meal, we're back.
Yeah.
Brought to you by Zen, Eric Dlux, DJ 5. We go by FAED together. Our brother, recurring guest. You've been on the podcast like 3 times?
It's a pod favorite,
It's
man.
a fourth?
The early episode.
Pre-video,
Yeah.
so welcome to the camera.
Yeah.
Vice.
Yeah, pre-video.
Vice is with us.
I had to get all
dressed
dressed
to
up.
impress, too, yep.
Cut my hair.
You got the
Yeah, me too.
Zen exclusive
Yeah, look at that.
Murakami Laker jacket. I see you.
I did that on purpose. Sponsored by Zen, so
Yeah.
I came
Nice.
through.
Shout out to Kareem and E-Rock.
Shout out to Kareem and E-Rock.
Hand me my pair of shoes now.
Oh, man.
Got you
I
right there
okay,
somewhere.
got
good.
some SBs for you, bro. Don't worry about that.
All right.
But you got to give me your fragments.
Done.
All right.
No.
Once again, keep
Chance.
screenshotting it, spreading the word to your friends. Leave a review, a comment, 5 stars on the podcast app. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Keep sharing it. Appreciate you guys. New Headliner Music Club DJs. If you want to try out the record pool, we'll give you half off your first month. Use the code word HMC Podcast. All caps.
Oh, see, I
No
gotta listen.
space.
I already know.
Listener.
I already know the
Wow,
whole intro.
I'm impressed. Yeah, HMC Podcast, no space, all caps, Vice knows. Did you use the code?
No, I got a free.
Comp life. No, I'm just messing
But
with
pass
you.
it around, dog.
I get a free account if I do the podcast. That's
Yeah,
how I have it.
yeah,
No, yeah.
We'll renew it every year.
I've hit you guys up like, yo, I sent someone to subscribe. I sent some. Yeah,
Yeah, we get
I'm
in there.
preaching.
I appreciate it, bro.
I'm
Hey,
preaching.
yo, thank you for joining us again, man. I
back.
know you're a busy guy.
I'm happy to be here with you guys on the video side of things now.
So being that you have been here before, we've
Yes.
talked about a lot of stuff. So I think we should run back another one of these member questions. We go on the Instagram and we ask like any topics that people want to hear or any questions they have. And I feel like it might just be good to just dig into some of these.
Yeah, and I like that it's
Being that
coming
we're
from
all
the,
OG and
right, and but these questions are actually coming from your subscribers of
Yeah.
it's the community. It's coming from the community, so I'm in.
They want to know some things.
But some of our early episodes, if you haven't heard them, you might want to go back to Vice's early episodes. They're they're some of my favorites.
Yeah.
Dope.
The branding one, the health one.
Health one was big.
What was the other one? Which one?
Skills
Oh,
versus
skills
relationships.
versus,
Yeah.
skills versus
Yeah.
relationships was
Yeah.
really good.
We have a
'Cause
lot.
We've all been DJing over 20 years.
Yo, for real. Next year I hit 30 years that I've had turntables and a mixer.
30 years.
Next year, so I'm at
30 years.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Because I'm 41 at 42. That will make it 30 years.
I got
I've
mine in 92, too.
Yeah,
Am I 30 years, too?
you're creeping up right there, dude.
Shit.
Yeah. A lot of times I was here 20 years. I'm like, wait, no, it's not. It's closer to 30. But I'm proud of that. I'm
Mine
proud
is
of
like
that. That's
20
like a
21.
big accomplishment.
Yeah.
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 21, 22 almost actually.
Right behind it. Yeah, so we have a lot of knowledge in this game to give. So let's give it.
Yeah. And we've all been in like Vegas. I've been in Vegas. When did you start Tao?
So
05.
Tao was 05, but I had a residency the year before that. So
Yeah.
04.
But in I'm trying to think because I came in a year after you, so 06, because Scratchy started in 05 with you, right?
Yeah.
So
you came in
I
early.
came in 06.
06.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I just hit 15 years residency in Vegas. This year would make it
So
15
I'm 14.
years. Yeah.
13, 14.
I'm
Jeez.
14, too. 14, 15.
All right, now that you know we're old, let's
Now-
start this.
Just got tired talking about
Or,
that.
all
experienced.
All the
Or
DJs
experienced.
are like, damn, man, I wasn't even born, but I guess I'll listen to these guys.
Hey, they especially listen to us. We've been in the game for
And
a
we're
long
still doing
time.
it. And we're still doing it. So that's the blessing.
We're not new to
Outside.
this. We're true to this.
Yes.
All right, so let's do this. We got a couple questions. We'll just choose a few. I kind of like this this one because we've all
Which one?
dealt with it. So
Yeah.
the question is, how do you deal with an off night?
Oh.
The crowd was cool, but struggled to get in the zone, and it felt like an off night. That's from @DJ Sickness. He's asked a couple questions before, and we asked
Okay.
him. So,
He had some good ones.
man,
An off
I'm pretty sure
night.
we've all had some off nights. I'm pretty sure we've all had nights where we're like, I killed this tonight.
You've had those.
I've had a couple of those,
Yeah.
but you know,
I
I've
call
definitely.
I call it the flow state. Like when you're in that zone and you're like, damn, I can't do anything wrong. Like these song
Yeah,
after
yeah.
song after song, and like I'm good. But that doesn't always happen.
Yeah.
No. So there's a couple of things that can make a night off, I guess. One, the crowd, right?
Yes.
Could be just
dud.
dead night, a slow night, or the crowd's just weird. There's also health issue. Like, what if you're just sick or like hungover,
headache,
things that people might not even know
Ears
you're
are
dealing
clogged,
with.
You can't hear.
That's the thing. There's a lot of things that people don't know. Like, we're all human. Like, we're dealing with some shit.
Yeah.
And there could be a crazy matter that like you're dealing with in your personal life, and you just have to go up there and perform and act like you're
like everything's all good.
Yeah.
Smile, jump around.
Yeah.
So
I guess we'll start with Vice. Do you remember your last off night?
I almost went into an off night just this New Year's Eve because I never get sick. I'm like really lucky that I maybe it's my genes or the fact that I try and stay healthy with running and everything. And New Year's Eve, my wife was sick, my daughter was sick, and we're on the same household, in the same bed, our daughter. And then New Year's Eve coming into it, I was like,
where were you at New Year's?
I was in San Diego at the Hard Rock,
right,
but
that's
my
right,
like,
that's right.
on the way down there, I was like. In the seat and just pushing myself mentally to not let that kind of edge to kick over where you're like, okay, I'm sick officially. But I that was like coming into an off night. But I fought it. So for instance, stepping onto stage there was just me trying to clear my head right before, literally at dinner. We were at Nobu downstairs at the Hard Rock in San Diego, and I was green tea and like honey all night, and I was just mentally staying like. First of all, I'm not going to let myself go into an off night because of my health. So I'm not going to drink at dinner, which we didn't have any drinks. Like I wasn't.
See, I would have went the opposite route.
See,
I would have been at dinner like, give me
shots.
tequila on the rocks.
Yeah.
Just even though I'm sick, the drinking will just. I know I'll pay the price the next day.
Yeah.
But let me get the energy up for tonight.
Right.
I'll kind of just take the L, knowing like I'm not doing the best thing for me, but it's gonna make me perform better.
Yeah.
See, like if I drink green tea, it's not gonna do shit for me.
But I started my set with shots.
Okay.
Not your song, but I started my set and I was like, okay, now I'm gonna drink because I felt better. And honestly, I think I know we're kind of around the subject yet of the question you asked, Cygnus, but I think like once you get on stage, sometimes you're able to mentally block it out and not let sickness really affect you because you're just in your zone. But jumping into the off night, I can say I've had off nights where the crowd is just not there and you have to really push yourself to be that better DJ. But I can't do it all the time.
So how about this? Like I've had some nights where it's slow, and obviously we can DJ with our eyes closed.
Yeah.
Like just we're gonna be on beat. We know what to play.
Right.
We know what records work, what records don't. But energy wise, like meaning on the mic.
Yeah.
When the crowd's popping and you're getting that reaction from them
Yeah.
and the response from them, like if you say something, they react. Like sometimes there's nights where you get on the mic early, test it out, and they're just not responding to anything.
Yeah.
Where the rest of your set, I'm not even on the mic. I'm just kind of like coasting, and I feel like for me those are off nights because I feel like I'm just being boring. I'm just up there playing records, and everyone else is like, this dude don't do nothing special. Like what the hell? You just. Yeah. But it's like, yo, I tried being on the mic.
Yeah.
It's not fucking working. What do you want me to do?
So I learned something back in the day when I went with the Baker Boys who ran radio, big legends in Los Angeles.
Legends.
And I remember I got to like carry their crates and bring their crates to a gig, and I went to this place called Peppers in the City of Industry with them, and I was like their roll dog, and we got there and this place was dead. So that's an off night. You know what I mean? You pull up, and which still happens to me to this day, where I pull up and happened to me in the Midwest recently, like months ago, where there was like barely anyone there. And I reflected back to that moment when I was with the Baker Boys, and I remember what they did on the mic. It was they literally were about to start their set. And they cut the music, and they were like, listen, I made my way all the way out here to party with you guys, to do our thing, Nick, Eric V, Baker Boy, blah, blah, blah. And they pumped up the crowd that was so small there. Yeah. And they go, I want all you on the dance floor before I start and give you what I got so I can see what you got. Nice. And then it was like that moment where they pushed, and maybe it was only 30, 40, 50, 60 people, but they all came out, and literally they just started DJing like it was thousands. Yeah. And I was that's like, dope, whoa. Like
that's interesting that like that's something that happened to you way back.
Yeah.
Because I've heard you do stuff like that.
Yes.
I've heard you say, my name is Vice.
Respect to the Bakers.
I came all the way out here to party with you guys and drink with you guys. I've heard you say that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That, like, that's something that stuck with you for that long.
For that long. And I mean, I had to have been like 16 years old at that point when I
Damn.
watched them do that. But it was a moment where I was like, in my mind, I thought every DJ pulls up and it's packed, right?
For
like
sure.
at the level
Especially
you're at.
someone that big.
Yeah, and
like
it's-
Baker
and-
Boys were celebrities to us back then.
Yeah, but it just happens sometimes, right? Like it recently happened to me in the Midwest where I pulled up and it was like less than halfway full, and I was like, all right, here we go.
What happened in a situation like that? Do you like blame yourself, or are you hard on yourself? Because I am.
Yeah, but yes and no, because I'm a very like I know my strengths, and at this point of my career, like I know my strength is to make any type of party a party.
Yeah.
Like if it's
You know how to keep them there too.
yeah, I know how to keep them there, and I know how to make everyone feel engaged. So
Yeah.
my strength is all right. Listen, I didn't pull enough people to pack this place, but as many people are in here, I'm gonna make them have the best
Yeah,
time
yeah.
that
No,
they're
for
ever
sure.
gonna have. Like it's happened to me recently, like a place, and I was in another spot that they were like, "Oh yeah, come through. There's gonna be they threw a day party, and inside of a like a bar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, cool, whatever. I did the gig. I got there and I was like, oh wow, this is the first time they're trying this in this marketplace, and they've never thrown a day party. So I'm like the test guinea pig to try this out.
And they're thinking like, oh, we're gonna get Vice, it's gonna be
packed,
popping,
but
and then
like
you
when
show up and it's you're like,
Yeah.
fuck.
You try new things in different
Yeah.
markets. Like even in LA, if you try new stuff, it's not going to be packed off the jump. You just don't know how it's going
gotta
to go.
build it, yeah.
But it was another point. So that on that gig, I was like, all right, day party, bar, not even a dance floor really in front of me. I legit was like, yo, go get the waitresses and get 50 shots of tequila right now before I even start.
Wow.
And they went in, all right, cool. And they rounded up, boom. And I go, yo, before I start, everyone right now, we're going to take one shot together. Then we're going to start this party. You're
Nice.
starting something
Yeah,
new,
yeah.
blah, blah, blah. This is the first time you've ever done this in your city. If this is your city, represent your city. Boom, shots, everyone. And everyone was like partying.
Wow.
So, and it was still not even full, but everyone in there was
Had a good
like,
time.
Yo, people were standing on the tables and like having a good time. But it was learning how to deal with those off nights and make them one of your like memorable nights.
I wonder that this is interesting to me. For like, as a DJ, I want a packed room, right?
Of course.
And I want the shit to be like jam packed, wall to wall. And as a party goer, I like when the shit's not packed. So I'm curious if the crowd, if they're having fun too. Like I don't think they're saying like, "Damn, this DJ sucks. No one's here." I think if you turn the shit into a party, like you said, I think the crowd has a better time.
Yeah.
Because it's not like uncomfortable.
Yeah.
See, I think that's something that we need to learn, because like we want the more people, the better. And I think as a club goer, it's more like, oh shit, it's
People got in the booth at that
it's
party.
comfortable.
Like,
There's
yeah.
a place to stand.
It was an intimate party.
That's
I mean,
interesting. Because
think about, like,
when you said that, I never thought about it until you said that. I'm like,
Yeah.
damn, like maybe we are too hard on us, like.
Yeah, we're spoiled. We right here are spoiled DJs because we get to play
We do
Vegas,
Vegas,
and
it's
big
always
rooms
packed,
and this
yeah.
and that. Like that, it's always going to be like packed. Like it's always busy. The dance floor is busy. You could play three wrong songs in a row.
So
They're not going to
spoiled.
leave.
We're so spoiled that we DJ in Vegas,
even
because
like-
there's no energy like Vegas,
Yeah.
bro.
No.
Even like the popping clubs in like the Midwest, like
Yeah.
this past weekend, like when I started my set, it wasn't that busy.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn, I have that night. So like I pulled up, like I had a good set on Thursday at Tao, right? So I'm gonna play that same set for like whatever. I'm on autopilot.
Yeah.
And then as the night went on, I started bringing in like other songs. Like, all right, they're feeling it now. They're warming up, whatever, right? When you asked me about what song that was,
Right,
Because
I
I
hit
noticed
you.
all the girls, like there was mad girls in there. I was like, all right, I'm playing Shania Twain. Fuck it.
I didn't even know what it was. I had to DM him. I
Wait,
saw his
what
I
thing
turned,
and
I
he
turned
po-
like an off night
What happened?
into
You
like
posted on your Instagram?
it was like a story. Like I
Instagram
played Shania
story.
Twain. I feel like a woman. Everyone was singing. I was like, and it was
Word?
it started off as an off night. Like I was having a bad night, and it was like snowing outside. Like
I literally DM'd him like, what is that song, bro?
For
Everybody
real?
in,
You have
your,
a good edit on the
in your
site.
video is singing it, and then he told me the song. I was like, I still don't know what that song is.
I still don't know a Shania
So I
Twain
saw-
record. Jeez.
Well, off topic. I saw a video of Post Malone singing it, and
Oh,
it
wow.
went viral. I'm like, dude. I was like, I bet you we can run this song back when there's like a bunch of girls in there, and it worked.
Same way Travis posted the video of him singing "Fun" like tonight.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Those moments matter for us as DJs because you can take those
Yeah.
and start dropping them, and everyone's like, "Oh yeah, I saw that because of Travis or
Yeah,
because
yeah,
of
yeah.
post."
100%.
Yeah, same thing. Like, probably the same club we played at in the Midwest that we're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, I walked in, it was like after New Year's. They were like, oh, it's kind of slow.
Yeah.
And then same thing. I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to pour shots for everyone in the booth next to me. Anyone who comes out. And I'm like open for requests too. I'm like, you know
Yeah.
what? I'm taking requests tonight. Like,
Right.
whatever. We're going to have fun,
Yeah.
So,
And it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to drink. If that's not your deal, like get everybody else into the party mode and get everybody else in the zone that they're there to party and they're there to drink, and you're not the bum out up there because like, oh man, it's no one here.
Oh, I was drinking.
Off night, yeah.
No, but I think he's speaking to people that don't drink.
Yeah. No, for sure.
I think we get a lot of people that listen to the podcast that don't drink for whether they're recovering or whether they never drank in their life.
Right.
So we also have to be open minded to them too. But yeah, like Vice said, everyone else in there wants to drink, so just get them drunk.
So get them in the mode,
That's true.
I mean, even in the points where I've not been drinking, I'm faking that I'm drinking if I have to, you know?
Sure.
Because the last thing everyone wants to see is me like hands in the air and a bottle of water and like back and forth. Like it's just not the vibe that I'm gonna put out there.
Yeah, this past Friday, well, by the time this airs, like 2 Fridays ago, I was playing at a club and it was slower. You know, Fridays are difficult. I think in every market, Fridays aren't like
Vegas
a Saturday.
always been like that too.
Fridays are not like Saturdays. They're a little more difficult to get a crowd in. So the crowd was decent.
Yeah.
I tried to do my mic stuff. It was, the typical birthday stuff worked.
Yeah.
But other than that, like they weren't really reacting.
Yeah.
It was a lot of guys in there. And it was just looking around. I was like, man, it was really diverse crowd. So that was tough because I had sections where I knew they wanted the hood shit.
Right.
And I had sections where I knew they were like, what is this hood shit? I need some mainstream pop. I knew there was energy, like EDM people. It was very difficult room.
You were playing almost a wedding set where you're bouncing back and forth and going left and going
basically.
right. And like
it was
figuring
tough.
it out. Yeah.
It was tough to entertain that room because like any genre I would switch to, I had a crowd looking at me wanting to kill me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I was just like,
I know it
fuck.
was nice. Yeah.
And
I like that you're saying that because we all still have that. And I'm sure a lot of DJs
God.
listening to that have those nights. And we still have that as well, the way we play all across the country.
I say this a lot, man. Like open format DJing is the most difficult type of DJing there is because we have to entertain a room full of different taste.
Yep.
And like it's very, very difficult because there's a lot of people in the crowd that don't know that, why you're playing this. Like they think you're catering to them because of the world we live in. It's an on-demand world. I talk about this. We live in a world where people want to hear a song, they go on their phone and they hear the song they want.
Right.
And they hear it on repeat. So now when there's requests, they wonder why it's not coming on next.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
there
was that video that went viral.
The
like,
Judge Judy girl.
Judge Judy, and she's trying to sue. I don't know how. If
You didn't see it? No.
Bro, Judge Judy, there's this girl, and she's suing this DJ because I put a request
For several songs,
and he ignored me and he was rude to me and
I quit.
It went viral. It's
I
crazy.
quit. I'm out.
Bro, this
If
is
Judge
crazy.
Judy's going to get me, I'm out.
I don't. It was just a
I don't
clip
know how real
that
it
I
was,
saw.
but it's pretty funny.
It was pretty funny. But yeah, man, like
So off
we're
nights are
dealing
gonna
with that
happen,
crowd.
dude.
Oh
Off
my
nights are
God.
going to happen. And I think just the strength of you knowing your skill as a DJ is using those off nights to learn from, like to learn how to use your skills and win that crowd over, or how to just kind of block out whatever you might have going on in your, whether it's health, like when I stepped into New Year's Eve and I felt like shit, like on the way down there, and just kind of step back and be like, all right, cool, let me give it all, my all. Literally after I finished my set, like at 2 a.m. on the dot, by 2:30 I was under the covers already, like ready to pass out. Yeah.
Damn.
No after party for me that night.
All right, let's do one more question for this episode. The homie Devin Lucian. Actually, I've talked to Devin Lucian about this topic all the time. He goes, are there tools for DJs to use during DJ sets when you're trying to stay sober?
Oh, it's like we talked about
So
earlier.
like we're talking
in
about
this.
it kind of goes hand in hand.
Yeah. Why don't we ask DJ 5? Because he mentioned to me earlier that you haven't, some of your gigs you like do no alcohol now, right?
Yeah, just keep the waitresses out the booth. Actually, definitely Scratchy's not allowed to come out.
Scratchy, no
The
Scratchy.
Shot Fairy.
Shot Fairy, but yeah, man.
Bottles are still there when you're
bottles
not
are still
drinking?
there. I let my friends drink all the booze.
Yeah.
And I just
do you hold a water cup? Do you do like a fake
No.
drink?
No, I don't. It's bad luck to cheers water.
Yeah.
So they know. I tell them like I'm not drinking tonight, and they're good.
Yeah.
Like they're cool.
All right, so I guess some tools. A good tool is blame it on antibiotics.
Yeah.
You can blame it on the doctor. Just pretend, oh, yo, I'm on meds, or the doctor said I got to take 2 weeks off. That's a great tool. Always blame on health, because if someone says like, nah, fuck that, you're drinking, like they're a piece of shit.
Well,
You don't
no,
want
I
that person. You
use
don't
one-
want that person around
Right.
anyway.
A couple weeks ago, I just bleached my teeth.
I bleached
Oh
my
And he looked at me like, really?
That's a pretty stupid. I would have slapped you. Because
meds,
I'm like, yo, you're giving you vodka, not Hennessy.
Meds, you said, yeah.
Meds
Meds
is
is
a
a good
tool.
one.
I learned this from Vice actually a long time ago. You were like, bro, sometimes I'll have like a cocktail cup
Oh, yeah.
with ice and like club soda
have
and a
to, yeah,
lime,
yeah.
and
Yeah.
it low key like it kind of psychs your own mind out.
yeah.
It feels like you're drinking.
There's
That's a good one. It looks like you're drinking. It kind of feels like you're drinking.
No, that definitely works because your mind just feels like you have a cup and a glass or whatever you're doing. That's definitely like a must. If I'm on my no drinking streaks, like I have to have a cup and just some soda water or lime or something like that and just be sipping like that, just so that my mind is like,
Yeah.
because it's we're used to it. It's like we wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, so you go up and DJ, and might have a drink next to you.
Crazy
Yeah.
you did it
So
for a
this
whole
is-
year, man. Fuck.
Yeah, you took a whole year
I
off
took
of-
a year,
How was
like
that, bro?
3 months, which was the ride of that year and 3 months as a working DJ and not drinking.
Yeah.
The first 3 months for me were like a mind fuck because I was like, I don't want to like do this DJ. I just was like going crazy in my mind because I'm like, what am I playing right now? I was overthinking every record, and then I was like, no one's dancing, and it's like one person doesn't like the music right, and I'm like
You're
zoning in
your
on that
head.
one
Yeah,
person.
that's how I am, bro.
crazy.
Jesus Christ.
So,
I
but-
look in the room and I know that one person, he's fucking with me. And I'm
It's
like,
one person.
fuck this
That
dude.
one
out of,
person
like,
fuck
booing
outta
you
here.
can ruin your fucking night.
out of
man.
1,000, and it's crazy because I zoned in and I'm there. So
Yeah.
like 3 months of that was like a challenge, but I looked at it like, listen, if I'm gonna get through these 3 months, where else am I gonna take this? So I hit the 3 month mark, and then after the 3 months mark, it was like my sets were really focused and on point and creative, and I was doing different
Yeah.
stuff, but I was also learning how to like almost like a karate fight. I was learning how to like block people because everyone was coming up like this, and I was like, no shot, no this. At the same time, trying to DJ and people talking. At 6 months, I was starting to get irritated from people because when you're out, and I respect to all the sober DJs, like everyone's telling you the same story over and over and over. They're spitting in your ear, they're
my
yelling,
God.
and you're like trying to DJ and you don't even want to engage with anybody. So I went through like 8 months and I hit like a year, and then I was like, at that point I had taught myself I wasn't doing it for the fact of like me being like an alcoholic. I was doing it to understand that I can control my drinking and be able to stop when I want to stop. So after I passed that year, I was like, all right, cool. Like I'm good. And top of last year, I did it again for 3 months, no alcohol. And I was training for the LA Marathon. And then starting February, I'm going to cut alcohol again for 2 months. So everyone
think
that's out there with me, you might be taking a fake shot.
And I think that's another tool. Speaking of tools, like
Training.
just pretend like you're training for something. Like
Yo.
at the end of the day, if someone like doesn't respect what the reason you're not drinking, like they shouldn't be in your booth. They shouldn't be a friend. Tell them to get
able-
the fuck out of here.
That's a good thing you just said. You're able
Seriously.
to be a friend. I've said it before. Like challenge yourself. If you're the resident DJ in your local city and you play the same 3 places every week, try going a week or even 2 weeks of no drinking and see who really in
That's
your circle
really-
is like,
yeah.
oh, okay, cool. Like, and see who in your circle is not like supporting
Scratchy.
your. He's out of here.
Me,
But I mean,
sometimes I'm guilty of it. I got mad at 5 one time for not drinking.
Oh, I didn't drink a whole night.
yeah, that happened though, but it's good just to kind of see. I mean, I'm sure if I was like, yo, I'm really just not drinking for this month, you'd like step back.
No,
All
it
right,
just
cool,
wasn't
cool.
drinking that night, so I was mad.
It was just one night. You're like,
Yeah.
why just this night?
I
Yeah.
apologize to him though.
But,
It was fucked up.
Yeah, training for me that happens a lot now. People are like, are you training for something? And I'm like, yeah, I'm not.
So
doing
here's
this,
one of
I'm
the things
running.
I do. Here's one of the things I do, and James knows. James, my road manager. So a lot of times, in crazy nights like Vegas, for example, where people are coming to come up to offer you shots. And
Yeah.
whether it's a spender, whether it's a host, whether it's a manager or owner or waitresses, like you said, or just friends, they're going to try. They all want to come take a shot.
Yeah.
No one wants to come have a drink.
Yeah.
Oh, let's have a drink.
Shot.
So what I do is I'll make myself the fake drink with the club soda and the lime.
Yeah.
Because I used to drink real drinks and then take a shot with everyone that came up.
Yeah.
And then I'm blacking the hell out. But if I'm drinking the drinks with this just club soda or water on
Yeah.
ice, and then I'll take the shot, I'm not bumming anyone out. And I'm still getting my vibe. I'm getting my
Yes.
alcohol intake that's going to make it turn my
Chase it
energy
with
level
water,
up.
You're diluting the alcohol, so you're good.
Yeah.
So it's a great balance. Like, dude, I did that. other times I was doing real cocktails and no shots. And I tell people, oh, I'm not doing shots anymore.
Yeah.
Like, I'll have a drink though. And they kind of respect that too.
Yeah.
But if you're doing both, that's just when it's all
Disaster.
going down. Yeah, it's a
You're
disaster.
asking
Vodka
for
on
a
the rocks,
disaster.
chased by vodka.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because the thing that people don't understand, we are in one spot the whole night.
Yeah.
So people come up, take a shot. 5 minutes later, not even 2 minutes later,
Yeah.
someone could roll up. Let's have a shot. They don't know you just took 2 shots before
yeah.
they
Yeah.
showed up.
That happens a lot.
And
We're
they
not even
just-
getting a bathroom break. We don't even have a bathroom.
Yeah, we don't even. Yeah, we gotta just hold it. But
Yeah.
it's tough. So
I think find the thing that works for you. For me, I like to just cut alcohol and train and run for running.
Yeah.
So like even if I'm not training and I just don't want to drink, that's my thing. So I'm training right now. I'm giving away my secret, so hopefully no one knows this out there when I'm like, oh, I'm
you gotta
training right
come
now.
up
They're
with
like,
new
no, you're
excuses
not.
now.
For
No,
me-
but most
for
of the time
me,
I am.
Think of a new lie.
Yeah.
for me, it's just like I said. It's either just shots, fake drinks, no shots, real drinks, or both. But my point is, for me, I perform and I feel better when I have a few drinks
Yeah,
Right.
during a
sure.
gig versus none.
Yeah.
But what I do is when I'm not working, like say Monday through Friday, if I'm off,
You're
I
like
don't
getting
drink.
juices.
I'm drinking green juice.
Yeah.
So that for me, that's the balance, right?
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah, of course. Of
you know,
course.
like
Anything
it's
in
a
life.
big part of the job. Like, hey guys, we're in nightlife.
Yeah.
It's alcohol.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like you can't fight. Like, sure, there's sober DJs, but like, don't make anyone else around you feel bad for drinking. Like,
Right,
just
right. I would
entertain
do-
it.
Okay. 5. Just don't drink. Water, no waitresses, and no scratchy.
Yes.
Yeah, no scratchy.
Yeah, that's, shit. Just keep it moving, man.
But
Yes,
yeah, like,
sir.
but for real, like at the end of the day, like we said, if you do want to stay sober, or if, like there are sober people like Sour Milk or whatever
Yeah.
that people just know.
I heard his
forget that
episode.
he's
is dope,
sober.
yeah.
And they just don't bother him. He doesn't fuck with nobody, and he's just an asshole as it is.
Yeah.
So he'll kick you out of the booth, like in a good way.
Yeah.
But if you're one of those guys that likes to entertain people, just give them that excuse. Like,
Yeah.
tell them the reason you're not drinking, and they gotta respect it. If they don't, you know where they stand.
Exactly,
you
yeah.
know?
Trust me, if you tell people you can drink this whole bottle, it's all yours, they're cool with it.
Yeah.
I don't drink.
You're like, here, go ahead. Take my drinks. Here's my drink
can
tickets.
have this
Here's
bottle.
this. Yeah.
All yours.
Here's this.
Well, that was good.
Yes, sir.
Good guys.
HMC.
Keep DMing topics or questions at Headliner Music Club, and we'll keep sharing them. Maybe we'll bring Vice back for more topics. We'll record another one now, and then air it
why
next
not?
week. How about that?
Yeah. How
Let's
about all
do
the
it.
people that watched this video and you had to look at our faces this long? Shouts to you.
Yeah. Thank you. Peace.
Peace.